Will the real Keir Starmer please stand up? Today, he's effectively ended Jeremy Corbyn's career as a frontline Labour politician, with the party's ruling NEC banning its former leader from ever running again. Now, that's probably a good thing for British politics, right? But it yet again exposes the fundamental problem we all feel about slippery Starmer. We can't trust a single word that this bloke says. Starmer, for years, told us he wanted Corbyn to become our Prime Minister, despite his extreme hard-left views and well-known position as an apologist for anti-Semitic views.
I'm 100% behind Jeremy Corbyn.
You are now.
I am working with Jeremy Corbyn to try to win the next general election.
You're loyal to Jeremy Corbyn, and you've spoken in his defence just now. But Louise Ellman says that he is a danger not just to the Labour Party, but to the entire British Jewish community.
I don't accept that. I don't accept that.
Even after being elected leader, he praised Corbyn as a friend.
To pay tribute to Jeremy Corbyn, who led our party through some really difficult times, who energised our movement, and who's a friend as well as a colleague.
Well, not anymore. That rhetoric has changed 180 degrees.
There you are, shaking hands, looking like good pals. Were you pals?
Well, we were never friends in that sense.
You were never friends?
No. Jeremy Corbyn will not stand for Labour at the next general election.
Nothing has changed about Corbyn, though. So what changed with you, Mr. Starmer? Does your lust for power overrule any form of a moral compass? Now, of course, Corbyn should never have been Prime Minister, even though he may well now run as an independent in his Islington North constituency, or maybe even as a Sadiq Khan spoiler for the London Mayoralty. I would say, too, that his bizarre behaviour today proved that he's unfit for high office.
Can we just very quickly ask you if you're thinking of standing as an independent, Mr Corbyn?
Thank you very much. I'm going to the demonstration against the immigration bill, and I suggest you report that too.
We are reporting it.
Well, good.
It will take 10 seconds.
You can come and listen to what I have to say.
Can I just ask you for...
I look forward to seeing you over there. Thank you very much.
I just want to talk to you for 10 seconds about your future as a Labour MP.
Thank you very much.
We're not offering any more comment on this time, sorry.
Thank you very much.
Why don't you want to talk about it? It's been in the news today. You put out a statement.
Thank you very much.
Lots of people really want to hear about your future.
As, by the way, did his closest allies, like the communist Ash Sarkar, sickeningly dismissing his downplaying of rampant anti-Semitism on the BBC.
About how saddened he was by the findings. He didn't disregard the report. The bit that was contentious, oh God, this is so boring and doesn't impact people's lives in the real world.
Sorry, anti-Semitism is boring.
No, I'm talking about haggling over.
But the thing is, we knew this about Corbyn and his mob years ago, back when Starmer was trying to convince us that this crank should run the country. And this is not the first time slippery Starmer has flip-flopped. Far from it. In fact, there is now a civil war within Labour about the fact they've got a leader who changes his opinion as often as the wind or the latest opinion poll, from Brexit to state ownership of assets to Shamima Begum.
Our options must include campaigning for a public vote, and nobody is ruling out Remain as an option. I've said on a number of occasions that we are not going back to the EU.
Can you guarantee that under your leadership, the 2019 Labour commitments to nationalise water, energy, rail, the Royal Mail, they'll all be in Labour's next election manifesto?
I've made that commitment.
Will you nationalise the big six energy companies, yes or no?
No.
No, you will not.
The decision by the Home Secretary was the wrong decision, and I think it was a rushed decision.
I want to ask you about Shamima Begum. She's lost her appeal to regain it. Should she be allowed to appeal again?
I think the court decision yesterday is the right decision. National security has to come first.
So, will the real Keir Starmer please stand up? Well, he has. Actually, he has. He's the bloke with no political philosophy other than personal ambition and a craven desire to seize power without any clear morals to explain why. And that is a terrifying prospect.